Welcome back, folks. My name is LastKnownMeal, and today we're going to be talking about CDPR and The Witcher. So yesterday we had a new article from Jason Schreier on Bloomberg, and it says this: Witcher game developer quits company over bullying claims. Now, Jason and I have a bit of a history. We don't see eye to eye like at all, but this is still the original story, so I will go through it. So yesterday we learned that Konrad Tomaszkiewicz, who was a game director for The Witcher 3, including the expansions as well, Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine, left the company over bullying accusations and allegations. So this is what Jason writes. The director of The Witcher 3, the most successful video game by Polish publisher CD Projekt SA, resigned after he was accused of bullying colleagues, sending its shares to the steepest decline since March. Okay, this last sentence, I don't know what to make out of this, but yeah. CD Projekt conducted a months-long investigation into the allegations against Konrad Tomaszkiewicz, according to an email to staff reviewed by Bloomberg. In the message, Tomaszkiewicz wrote that a commission had investigated the allegations and found him not guilty. But he did actually release a statement saying this: "Nonetheless, a lot of people are feeling fear, stress and discomfort when working with me," he wrote. He apologized to staff for all of the bad blood I have caused. Now, whenever there is a news like this, obviously I cannot go and say yes he did it or yes he didn't do it, because at the same time we don't know all of the facts. We do know there was an internal investigation that found him not guilty, but at the same time he did leave the company on his own, because obviously whenever you have this investigation, and even if it turns out to be, false and whatever, people usually leave because you just know that you won't actually have the same, let's say, experience you had before in that company, so you're going to leave. Now, is this worrying for the future of The Witcher? Well, a little bit, because Jason also writes this: Tomaszkiewicz was expected to play a significant role in the company's next game in the Witcher series. When reached for comment, Tomaszkiewicz confirmed his departure and said he was sad, a bit disappointed, and resigned. A representative of CD Projekt declined to comment. So, as far as we know, he is now gone. Is this going to be a problem for the next Witcher game? Well, Konrad Tomaszkiewicz was actually a lead quest designer, I believe, on The Witcher 2. And he did, as a game director would, he did actually direct The Witcher 3, which was it still is the most successful game CDPR has ever released. And if you don't know, the position of a game director is basically almost the same as the position of a film director. So you kinda shape how that game is going to look like. You're kind of a back force behind all of that, planning everything and basically shaping the game as it is. So whenever you have a person who designed The Witcher 3 leaves, that's a problem. That's a huge problem for the future. Now, I do hope that the future Witcher game is good, because after the release of Cyberpunk 2077 and how much trouble that has steered and, everywhere, I do hope that their next game is actually good, because The Witcher 3, The Witcher in general, is their most successful IP. The Witcher still makes them money, so in the future, if they want to keep making money, because, Cyberpunk did make money, but I think on the long run, it's not going to make as much money as The Witcher. I might be wrong there, but of course we shall see what's going to happen. But overall, if the next Witcher game has issues, that's going to be a major problem for the studio, because a lot of people recognize CDPR for The Witcher. And when you have these news that when you have one of the main people who made The Witcher 3 into what it is leave the company, it's a giant, huge alert. Now, does this mean that his departure means next Witcher game is ruined? Absolutely not. Like, obviously you have a lot of talented people who can pull off a job, who can actually deliver on a good game, There are very good people who can handle that, but At the same time, when you have someone who is proven leave, that can definitely create more issues later. So obviously I cannot say if his departure was good or not, because when you have bullying accusations, like, you don't know what's really going on, especially when someone is found not guilty. You don't know what actually happened, so I cannot jump to any conclusions about him or against him or whatever when it comes to that. From experience, I can say that, yeah, sometimes you will have directors who are actually, you know, a little bit eccentric when it comes to doing jobs, and you're gonna be working your butt off. Is that good? On the long run, definitely not. Does it push innovation? Yes. But is it good for the long term of the happiness in the studio? No. But at the same time, we don't know what are the actual specifics on what is going on. So these are sad news, definitely. I think these are the saddest news I had covered when it comes to CDPR in a very long time, because I do hope their next Witcher game actually is good, but we shall see what's gonna be happening and what the future of the studio is going to be. So yeah, tell me down below, what do you think about all of this? Do you think that The Witcher or the next Witcher game is going to suffer or not? I hope not, but yeah, we'll see what's going to be happening. When it comes to CDPR, their stocks are still, or well, the value of their stock is still going down. I think that's going to be going on for a little bit longer before they actually do something which is again going to push it up, if they actually deliver on their Cyberpunk 2077 updates, but we'll see. Again, thank you for watching. This is LKM signing out, and stay classy everyone. Don't forget to visit us on Twitter and Discord, and I also do have a Patreon page. If you wanted to support the channel in an extra way, you can do it down below, and huge thanks to my current Patreon supporters. Stay classy everyone, and bye bye.